This episode is like evoking PTSD and trauma.
Do you want me to just give the summary?
Yeah, no,
story?
go ahead. Yeah, no, it's real. I got felt up by Doc McStuffins. My wife was watching.
Welcome, Walt Disney World fans, to another episode of the Notcast presented by NotClub33.com. This week's show, we're talking character dining at Walt Disney World. My name is Steve Rhodes. With me is Pat Neistat.
What's up?
Becky Wells.
Hello.
And the Disney cynic, Bobby Burchins.
Listen, this episode is like evoking PTSD and trauma and all that sort of shit for me. I'm not sure that I'm the best one to describe any of this stuff.
The childless millennial on the character dining show, yes?
Yes, that's correct.
Yes. Well, we will stave that off for a little bit, Bobby,
Give it
and
a
let
show.
you go
No
towards the
problem.
back of the show. And we'll kick things off with Mr. Pat Neistat. What's your favorite character dining spot, and where would you not go? What one to avoid and one to go see?
Well, I will say this, is that we don't do character dining anymore, but the ones we did, I would choose the Tusker House, and I
You
would choose the
motherfucker.
breakfast.
I knew it was going to happen.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's one of the reasons it's $47, which is it's expensive for breakfast. But if you have kids, I think like you can get out of the way. You can get your signatures for the characters, and
Which
you don't have to
characters
wait.
are there? Just so people at home
Just
know?
like Mickey and Donald and Goofy and I think Daisy's even there.
Daisy,
I think
yeah. They're all
I
in their
think-
safari outfits. Yeah.
What the hell is
Yep,
that
they're
bitch
all in
doing
there.
She's hanging out, man.
Which
She's a
one?
character.
Daisy.
Daisy? She's the worst.
She's hanging out with Donald, I guess. I don't know. I mean, she's not all that bad, I guess.
He needs to
Donald's the host.
her.
Yeah. He's
But
the host.
you have bacon, sausage, anything that you would think for breakfast, and then they also have some like I guess African inspired food.
Mhm.
At least when we went there, they did. I don't know if they've changed it. And of course they got the Mickey waffles and all that. So and fruit and that kind of thing. And then they have what's the juice? The Pongo juice that they serve at
Pog
every
Pog, yeah.
Pog juice. They serve
Yeah.
that at every breakfast place at Walt Disney World, don't they? So
They do.
yeah. So Tusker House for me, you can get there early. I don't know what time the park opens there, but get there early and then maybe hit up the safari afterwards. So yeah. And then the one that I don't recommend is Ohana. Ohana is you're getting the same stuff, but it's $50. It's $50. So I don't know. It just doesn't seem worth it to me. I mean, it's only $3 more, but
It's.
I
Well,
don't
they
know.
also don't have like the. They don't have like the
At
African
$3,
inspired menu or
man.
nothing
That's
like
not
that.
even.
Well, the
And the
family
characters are
four,
different. Half baguette.
And
I don't know,
the
but at least I don't know. Yeah, I mean Lilo and Stitch. I don't know. I mean, do we really want their autographs?
Is it
Do the
Lilo?
kids really
No,
want those?
no, we don't.
Just Stitch.
I don't even know.
Just for Bobby.
To me, it's
The
like
Stitch autograph.
the only reason you do these is if you have kids and you want to get the signatures out of the way. I don't know why adults would go just by themselves. I don't necessarily.
People
Them
do.
fighting words on
I know they
Twitter,
do.
buddy.
I know they
Yeah.
do, but I don't understand
Yes,
it
and yes, we're
for
judging
the cost. I don't understand if just for the cost. If like the cost was like something normal, it wasn't completely outrageous where you're spending $200 on breakfast for a family of four.
Yeah.
If you have 4 adults or whatever, you're spending $100 on breakfast for 2 people. I don't understand that. I'll never understand it. It's not worth it. So yeah, there you go.
And Tusker House also does lunch and dinner too, so you could
They
go
do.
for a more elevated menu at dinner time and pick that place up. So good recommendation there. And yeah, I'm going to agree with you on Ohana. Becky, since he stole yours and you
What
so
you got,
rightfully
Becky?
All right.
motherfuckered him.
Get something
Do you
different.
want-
I
you
thought
want me
you
to
were going
go
to pick
for-
something else.
That was.
Do you want me to go
no,
now, or
that
do you
was-
want to just go?
That's the only character breakfast I've ever been to
No.
was Tusker
I
House
thought-
because I refused to spend that money. No,
Didn't you do,
well, so I took
Didn't you do a dinner over at Wilderness Lodge? That's what I thought you were going to pick.
Yeah. breakfast. The only character breakfast.
Oh.
So here's my thing. As a general rule, I recommend character meals only be breakfast because they're the least expensive of the character meals, right? So
Yeah,
if
fair.
I'm taking any combination of my family, which is when I would typically do that, it would be at breakfast, which we don't. I don't think we've ever taken all the kids to a character anything except the very first time we ever went to Disney World, and it was with a group of friends. But we did do Tusker House a separate trip. With just when I had my oldest with me, it was a race weekend. But here's our play is that we made it the last possible breakfast time slot. So we saw the characters or whatever, but we got the breakfast and the changeover to lunch. So we got all the food. So
That's cool.
that's why. And it was
That's a
great
pro
because
tip.
they have an awesome selection. Yeah. Awesome selection. You get the breakfast food if you want it, but then like if you're gonna go back up, then like, oh, all of a sudden they've got all these other foods that you maybe never tried before. And as adventurous eaters and want to immerse myself wherever I can, then that's what we wanted. So, and it was the breakfast price because we started during breakfast.
Yeah,
Not my
saved
fault.
you money.
There you go.
What time they
Yeah.
stay? Yeah. So, so we did that, and that would be my recommendation. Honestly, like if I'm getting to a park ass early, I expect to be on the rides immediately,
Sure.
not breakfasting and then coming in after some other people and then fighting for spots. That's not doing that.
That's a good point.
I would have to say I've not been to Chef Mickey's, but there's not a chance in the world I'm going there. Like, look, if I really needed some freaking Mickey waffle generic ass breakfast food, I stayed at Spring Hill Suites for my arrival day. They had the same damn food and it was included.
Yeah.
So I'm good.
Yeah. Well, Chef Mickey's is $54 compared to the $49 and the $45 or whatever it was at Tusker
Chef
House,
Mickey's breakfast price, all the breakfast prices have elevated to the point where the dinner and the breakfast there isn't the biggest disparity anymore.
From what I'm seeing, it's like
crazy
$12 to
good.
$15 difference.
Yeah.
And that,
Yeah.
that's,
And
I
I
don't
can
think that's what it used to be.
understand,
No, it used to be way more.
contemporary Magic Kingdom, Fab Five, classic meal, classic. I get it. I'm not paying for that. So I'd stay away from that.
It's in a cool
That's
spot,
all-
though.
It's all tiny children. They probably aren't too angry yet, but like, I'm good. No.
If you want to see those characters, though, kind of alluded to it last week, is you can see them at Topolino's during breakfast, and and instead of getting the buffet, it's going to be cooked to order. So that could be a play there.
Oh.
But my favorite actually is Garden Grill over at Epcot. Now, the two
Solid.
we've mentioned so far, they're subsidized by your park ticket because you've got to pay to get into the park still. So that keeps them a little bit cheaper. But the reason why I like Garden Grill is because you're going to get 3, maybe 4 character interactions with Mickey and Chip and Dale and those guys, because it's a rotating restaurant that's overlooking the land. And as that thing rotates, they just can get to the table so much quicker, and they come around. I think we got 3 with Mickey and saw Chip or Dale. I don't remember which one. Chip. One of the 2 chipmunks came by like 4 times, and it was like, damn, like so. And the food was good. If you're in like Pat's situation, they had a whole gluten-free menu, and it's cooked to order. They bring it to the table, and it's just I think that's just a better play because the buffets, man. That's the shit that you get at, like you said, Spring Hill Suites or your Hampton Inn. It's the same food that you slap onto a plate yourself for free at a Courtyard Marriott. So I'd rather have my food cooked to order, and I'm definitely skipping Chef Mickey's. But since to pick something different, fuck that castle. What does it cost? Like $70 for
That's dinner.
Royal table. And
So,
it's
yeah.
breakfast is like
breakfast is $70. It's $69, and
Kiss
dinner's
my ass.
$84. That's
Nope.
completely outrageous. Think about if you have a family of 4. Give me a fucking break.
and for mediocre food, no. And
I think your
reality
tip is
is
included at Cinderella's.
Oh, yeah.
I feel
No,
like that's
plus tax and
included.
gratuity. It says plus tax and gratuity.
That used
they
to be
Doesn't even
included.
include
That's
drinks.
amazing.
You still have to get drinks.
they can keep that shit. Yeah,
You're spending
Oh,
$100 a
God.
person on breakfast almost.
It's a castle tax. And you're in the castle, so you can't see the castle. It's like you're not like seeing the castle; you're in it. Like there's no view. It's just
You're seeing
it's
everybody
stupid.
use their precious park time to get on rides while you're
Yeah,
sitting there.
traditional
Yeah.
breakfast. You get scrambled eggs, bacon, sausage, potatoes there
for $70.
for $70. If you so
my
choose.
whole ass. You can kiss my
Can't
whole
pay you to
ass.
buy
You
those,
do-
eat those eggs.
You get pastries. That may be that's probably. I mean, yeah, probably. I haven't seen the inside of the cat. I've seen video of it, but I'm sure it's pretty amazing inside.
Do you
Just
get
the detail?
the plastic like magic wand if you go at breakfast, or is that only a dinner?
I have no. I mean, you
don't
better
know.
get something.
If you're
Yeah.
really into the princesses, go to Akershus in the
Yes.
Norway Pavilion. There you go.
Yeah.
Bobby, it's come time for you to rehash your PTSD with a certain place in Hollywood studios. I know where you're going to
Go to a
say
happy
not to go.
place. You can do it.
I'm interested to know what your pick would be for where you would go,
All right.
and then you can tell us your horror story.
This, by the way, pick is at gunpoint, at knife point, and at nuclear bomb point. Okay,
Yeah,
so
really?
like
It's
this
that
is
bad?
not. Yeah,
Well, he's
I have
no kid.
Why are
zero
you eating
desire.
it?
If I told you,
Not gonna
Bobby,
be hungry.
I'm coming in town, we're going to character breakfast. You tell me no.
Fuck off! No, I'm not. I'm absolutely not going to
And I don't blame you.
Company credit card and everything. Nice.
I don't care if it's free. It's not worth it.
All right,
That's
so
the-
at
anyway.
gunpoint, where would
Anyway,
you go?
at gunpoint, I'm gonna pick Be Our Guest, and the only reason that I'm gonna do
Yeah, you
this
can't
is
bring a gun into
because-
Magic Kingdom.
According to Mousetrap News, you can.
Oh, they're very accurate.
They are very accurate. In all honesty, the Beauty and the
I forgot
Beast
about that
is
one.
Amanda's favorite of all of the
Mhm.
Disney Renaissance, and we went there on our honeymoon, so there's an emotional connection to it to a degree. I don't really have emotions very often, so it doesn't really matter to me, but it does to her. So if I have to get dragged to one of these fucking godforsaken places, then it's going to have to be the one with the giant hairy dog as the protagonist.
I think he comes
Is
out
that
at
even
breakfast,
considered
though,
character
bro.
dining? Because they don't come
Yeah.
around to the table.
You
Only
go,
at
yes.
dinner. Only at dinner.
And only at dinner, like the beast walks through. Like
Yeah.
We can
That
That
your
counts
picture
to me.
taken
That's
with
a
them.
if
Okay.
it doesn't count, then fuck it. I got nothing, guys. 'Cause here's the thing. There's
no, we'll
not,
leave it in there.
No,
Yeah.
there's not one single one.
You
of
get to
these
see a
places
character.
that is worth a red cent that you spend
A red
on.
cent.
Not certainly not any other color cents. In fact, if you have any sense whatsoever, avoid all of these places. My problem with Disney restaurants right now, and it's kind of
$70.
to a realization for me here. Anything that Disney feels the need to add like flair to, whether it's character dining or Space 220 or any of these other kind of more grandiose settings of places, they forget how to restaurant really, really
The
quick.
food quality is lower. Yep.
Just significantly lower than any place else. The Waffle House that's down the street from the Magic Kingdom has a far and away better quality breakfast than any one of these places that you're spending $70 on. It's
And that's the
ridiculous.
reality.
You can have
Well,
a gun there.
the price per value is definitely it's definitely better.
You're
At the
paying
Waffle
to
House.
see. You're paying to skip the
Yeah.
line to see the characters. Is essentially what
Yep.
you're paying for.
Except
And the
that
food
I
is an
did
afterthought.
that very thing. And what a segue, sir. I did that exact thing. I tried to get a reservation at Hollywood and Vine for breakfast. And what did it end up doing? It ended up leaving me in tears and shambles and all sorts of trauma that
You didn't do
really
your
don't want to get
research
into
here.
again.
Yeah. Do you want me to just give the summary?
Yeah, no,
story?
go ahead. Yeah, no, it's real. I got felt up by Doc McStuffins. My wife was watching. What the
Man.
hell was that? What kind of kinky ass shit is Doc McStuffins into? Either way, it's not worth getting that 30 seconds that you might be getting into the park afterward because it's a whole ordeal To go.
How
to
did
one
you
of these
not know
breakfasts.
that Hollywood and Vine was a character meal for your breakfast
Dude,
reservation?
I was
Bro.
on vacation with my in-laws, and I was desperately seeking to find some reason to
A
get
pre-park
into that
rest.
park early.
And then you show up and it's freaking Doc McSuffins.
Yep.
and
I don't know how.
Disney
Yeah,
Junior.
how did you not know that?
Because I
Wasn't
didn't
Handy
fucking pay
Manny-
attention. I just saw
Handy
Hollywood and
Manny?
Vine has a reservation open. Here, let me pick that. It's the only,
And then
it's the only place that's open for breakfast, I think. So,
And old
like,
Doc got a little handsy there,
too
like you were at a
handsy.
Diddy, like you're at a Diddy party.
Listen, yes, very, very much so.
Ah.
And look, I get it. They're trying to be all friendly and everything like that, but I've just never had a normal interaction with a furry. And basically, that's what all of these things are to me.
How are you with face characters?
It's even worse, dude. Come on, you don't even you look nothing like these people. Get over it.
Oh man!
So you paid $47 for the. It says Disney Junior Play and Dining Prices on the website.
Look,
It literally says that.
he was
It
blinded
now
by.
says it, not in 2018.
For years it has been called that because it was. They had Handy Manny on there. They had like all the
man.
old.
Oh, Handy Manny,
like-
huh?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They had like the little Einsteins. No, it's like you totally just didn't read, bro. There's no way.
I totally was
always-
looking for just a
Handy. I forgot
reservation
about Handy
in the
Manny.
park because we were trying to ride Slinky Dog Dash for the first time, and that was our plan. We'll get a reservation. We'll eat a shitty
Backfired.
breakfast. It'll be great. And it ended in tears. And
It's
just-
like notoriously
was the
shit
food good?
too. Like so
Oh
bad.
no! It's like the
all
worst
of it is
restaurant.
bad.
Oh,
That's
no.
what we cannot stress this enough. I think as
It's
a
just
whole,
eggs
as
and
a group-
bacon.
No, it's faking.
Hollywood
at
and Vine
best.
is
It is
messy.
faking. There's no way in hell that bacon
Oh,
is
it's the
real.
stuff that you get like All Stars.
It's the stuff that you get at the high school cafeteria.
Oh man!
It's like that, like real paper thin.
Yeah, see-through,
Yeah.
disgusting. Doesn't look. You know what? It might have been like a bacon strip or a bacon strip that I give the dog every now and then. That might be what
Yeah.
they serve.
If your kid really wants to see the Disney Junior characters, just do the Disney Junior sing-along show
I don't even
um,
recommend that.
and skip skip Hollywood and Vine. I'm pretty confident in that recommendation. All right. I recommend you folks at home to slap that like button because it will help out our channel and push us up in YouTube's algorithm. While you're down there, consider subscribing because it's free for you to do so, and we would really appreciate it. Turn on those notifications so you know when we drop episodes just like this one. For everybody here at Not Club 33, have a great day.